As her friend, my standards for a future husband were extremely high. And then Ben came into the picture.
Do you have any thoughts on the situation? Are you excited?
I'm excited and I'm very glad that you're going to do a film.
This could be a surprise or a disaster. I'm not sure what way it's going to jive. This way, that way.
I think she'll say yes.
But what if she says no?
Well, no, she won't. She will say yes. I'm very excited and very nervous for Ben.
I think she's going to question it.
She's going to question it?
So many a man, so to say. I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Made damn sure the pilot washed his hands.
I remembered Ben from my finance lectures at Notre Dame and said hello and introduced him to Bronte. Funnily enough, this wasn't the first time Ben and Bronte had met. Bronte had also been in all of those lectures, so they had met in Principles of Finance, Managerial Finance, International Finance. The list really goes on. But none of that mattered because when they met for the 50th time, it was love at first sight.
Oh, red eyes in your head. Red eyes in your head. Ah! He's a Skull King. He's a Skull Victor.
For the win.
Oh! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so
Our hearts are free.
When I was little, I would try to imagine who would be standing here with me in this moment. Was he tall, short, funny, or bland? Was he a bit nerdy or a macho man? I can honestly say with my whole heart that you, Benjamin Charles Roden, the man who loves Lego, movies, UFC and rugby, the man who makes me laugh every single day and lights up my world just by being in it, the man who makes me sit through hours of packing videos to convince me to travel to Europe carry-on only. You are more than I could ever have dreamed.
I had great trouble writing this as a pessimist and a cynic. I even thought if I wrote 1,000,000 words, I'd still fall short of describing what you mean to me. Right then, your optimistic voice jumped into my head and told me I'd be able to do it in just one word. As usual, you'd be right. Because Bronte, to me, you mean everything. You've taught me never to judge a book by its cover. Because Bronte, you're beautiful and glamorous, yet you're fearless when it comes to giving something a go. You find fun wherever you look. Sometimes I just need to follow.
The novel June by Frank Herbert is one of Ben's favourite books, and of course, for this reason, I've been asked to read some passages from it. Love is a lot like the desert, sometimes hot, sometimes cold, and occasionally filled with giant sandworms. And in the words of the great Duke Leto Atreides, love, like thirst, will make a man do strange things. But just like the tough Fremen warriors on the sandy planet of Arrakis, Ben and Bronte are ready to brave any challenge together. Hope you're enjoying this, fella. As Ben and Bronte exchange vows and rings, let us remember the words of the lovely Chani. I love you without knowing how, or when, or from where. I love you simply, without problems or pride. I love you in this way because I do not know any other way of loving but this, in which there is no I or you, so intimate that your hand upon my chest is my hand, so intimate that when I fall asleep, your eyes close. Ben and Bronte, may you never encounter a sandworm on your journey together. And as the wise Fremen say, the spice must flow, and so must love.
You've taught me to appreciate the moment. I've captured so many of our moments on film together, but the moments I appreciate the most are the small moments in between. The moments where we get to be vulnerable with each other, the moments where you say, I was thinking, before raising your finger. The moments we tell each other about our day, the moments where we plan our future. These are the moments I cherish the most, these moments with you. But the moments I've learned, but most of all, I've learned that you're my soulmate. And before I met you, it's not a concept that I thought was real. We've been through so much hardship in the last few years, and every step of the way you've been there for me. These things have tested us, and we've only become closer and stronger. When we're together, it always feels right, and I want to feel that way for the rest of my life. There are times I've felt I've been unlucky, but in reality, I pinch myself every day that out of the 7 billion people on this planet, I was lucky enough to find the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. You know, I'm a chronic overthinker and I get decision anxiety, but asking you to marry me was the easiest decision I ever had to make.
Oh my gosh.
Can they sit on their bunk?
I'm really an all or nothing kind of person, I've discovered.
I turn up to the show, the air is loud, it's crowded. Everyone's there, they think I want them, I don't want them, I don't care. They're wondering what they could have made of me. They're thinking, will I make it to the bottom in time? Will I cross the finish line? There's all these people in the room, and I just wanna be alone. All these people in the room, I just wanna be alone. I should've told you there is nowhere to go from here. I should've told you there is nowhere to go from here. I see you dancing to me. I see you dancing to me now. Don't you wish you see dancing a little closer? Put your feet in your pocket, give it up a little more. Don't you wish you see dancing a little closer? Put your feet in your pocket, give it up a little more.
Might be changing his nappies one day, eh?
I just wanna be. I should've told you